Okay, for number 2, what you're asked to do is find the x and y intercept of the following equations. First equation is y equals 3x minus 3. The second equation is x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals y. Now, the first thing you have to understand is what an x and y intercept is. An x-intercept is, let's say you have a line on a graph. The x-intercept would be, when does that line hit the x-line? Now, we know the x-line goes from left to right. That would be the x-line. When does this line hit the x-intercept? At what point? If you can see closely, that would be the point where it's the x-intercept. Now, on the x-intercept, y is always 0, because we know y gets higher as you go up, y gets lower as you go down, but in the middle, on the x-line, y equals 0. So our x value is going to change, but the y value will always be 0 of the x-intercept. Now, the y-intercept is just the opposite, is when does the graph hit the y-line? Now, on the y-line, the x would be 0, because when you go more right, the x is higher. When you go more left, the x is lower. So over here, when you're in the middle, x is going to be 0. So now if you look closely, that's going to be the y-intercept. The y-intercept is going to be right here. The x-intercept is to be right here. Now, the way to figure out what those points are is you take our equation, y equals 3x minus 3, and you put it into the y equals sign. What we got is y equals 3x minus 3. Then we want to push his second graph. Right? What we got here now is we have a list of points that are on this graph. Now remember, the x-intercept is when y is 0. So we look for when is y 0. You go down, you see over here, y is 0. X is what? 1. That means the x-intercept, the point is 1, 0. The y-intercept, remember, is when x is 0. So we look for when is x 0. We look over here, 0. 0, negative 3. So that's going to be the answer for the y-intercept. So what you would write here, the y-intercept and the x-intercept, our answer would be the y-intercept is 0, negative 3, while the x-intercept is 1, 0.